Hey there everyone, how's it going? This is Paritosh from Paritosh's Excel Tips. Welcome to my very first video on this channel. So, you're probably wondering why this channel even exists. Good question. Well, I've been using Excel for a good 6-7 years now, almost on a daily basis, and I can tell you I'm a huge fan. I always felt that Excel is one of those things which seems a little daunting when you first see it, but it's not really that tough. I feel like a lot of folks are missing out on the power of Excel, on stuff that they can do when they just simply don't know what Excel is capable of. I also found that when I was starting off in Excel, trying to learn it a little bit over Google, it was actually a little bit difficult because there's a lot of stuff out there. There's a lot of stuff out there on various different websites. There are a couple of videos out there too, but I really found that they were kind of like academic, a little boring, a little difficult to follow. And so I decided I want to make it simple, make it easy for everyone, and hopefully learn something myself in the process. So let's start off by talking a little bit about one of the easy functions out there, one of the simple ones that you use quite often as someone who uses Excel on a daily basis. But it's extremely powerful, and you'll be surprised at what can be done in Excel. Okay, so the function that I want to talk about is the if function. So the if function, if you really basically want to think about it, is it evaluates a cell. It tries to figure out what category, what criteria a cell belongs to. So it essentially takes a cell, it tries to figure out, it looks into the information in the cell and says whether it belongs to a category 1 or a category 2. So the formula is kind of like simple, right? So I'm using this example over here. Let's delete everything that's out here. So to just make it easy. But yeah, so what I have here is a list of numbers. So I have a total of 9 numbers in column A. And what I want to do is categorize them. I want to categorize them into category A or category B, depending on what the number is. So if I want to say that the number is between 0 to 10, I want to call it number belonging to category A, and vice versa. If the number belongs to 11 to 20, I want to call it category B. So how do I do it, right? Simple, if statement. So what I do is I do a equal to sign. So if you've never done formulas before, this is how you do it. You go into a cell, click on the cell, press equal to, and then press if. And you can see Microsoft has this cool, nice, nifty function drop down. So I click on that, and then it kind of like sort of guides you, right? So what it wants you to do is to give it a logical test, give it a criteria. So the criteria being that, in our case, the number has to be less than 11. So I'll just make it simple. I won't complicate the formula too much. So basically, if the number is less than 11, it belongs to category A, but 11 and above, it belongs to category B. Okay, how does that sound? Perfect. Okay, so what I do is now, this is a number I want to evaluate, right? So I click on the cell, and you can see you get like a blue text with the cell, right? So the cell is A2, so it gives you the cell location in blue, and then you put in comma, and then this is super helpful, right? So it tells you what should the criteria be if the value is true. So in this case, what I want to do is, if A2 is less than 11, I want it to be called category A, so I click on A. And then what if it's more than 11? If this evaluation turns out to be more than 11, then I want to call it category B, right? As simple as that. You close the bracket, and there you go. So see, it evaluated the cell, it evaluated cell A2 and said, okay, the number 1 is less than 11, so the number belongs to category A. Now, what about the next cell, number 15, right? So I'll show you a small magic trick. So you copy this formula, and then you simply paste it, and see what happens. Boom! It actually gives you the right answer, right? So you can see 15 belongs to somewhere between 11 and 20, so it obviously belongs to category B, and it shows you that. So Excel is actually like super smart. It realizes that you're copying a formula and pasting it, so it adapts itself to the cell that you're pasting it into. So instead of, you can see, if the cell that was being evaluated was A2, now it's A3. So it's this cell, A and 3. How cool is that, eh? So there you go. Now, another crazy trick. So you see this, thick dot at the corner. You can just click over here and kind of drag this whole thing down, and boom, look at that. It adapts itself to every cell that it goes into, right? So every cell is now solved. So you can actually see 18 is category B, 2 is category A, 6 is category A, and all I did was dragged and dropped the formula. How cool is that, eh? And then you can see this number keeps changing based on what cell it's trying to evaluate. So yeah, here you go. This is Excel. This is Excel if function. I think it's pretty powerful. I think it can be combined with a bunch of other functions, as the advanced users typically do, to do more and more powerful stuff. So what I'll do is, in the next few videos, I'll get into a little bit more complicated functions. I might even explore other functions, give you some more real life examples, and hopefully, help you along on your Excel learning journey. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please, if you did, do like it. Do subscribe to my channel, so every time I come up with a new tip, you'll be able to see it. But hope you enjoyed it, and see you in the next one. Take care and have a lovely day. Bye-bye.